Welcome back to the deep dive. We are digging into this amazing source material you sent us, a whole guide on using AI for, well, for building websites from the ground up.
And we see this all the time. People get so excited about the tools, about how fast they can build.
Yeah, but we're hitting the brakes today, just for a bit.
We have to.
Yeah.
Because honestly, so many projects fail. And it's not because the tech was bad. It's because there was no strategy, none at all.
Everyone wants to jump straight to the fun stuff, right? The design, the little widgets, asking the AI to write all the content.
But you can't start building a house without a blueprint. It just doesn't work.
That's the mindset shift right there. That's what we're focused on today. Chapter 2 of this guide, planning and strategy. And the whole thing is built around this one idea, this truth, really. If you don't know where you're going, even the smartest AI won't get you there.
It's the perfect way to put it. AI is an engine, an incredibly powerful one. But if you point that engine at a brick wall, you're just going to get to the crash faster.
You're accelerating failure, not success.
Exactly. So our goals for this deep dive are all foundational. We want to make sure you walk away understanding the purpose of your website, not just what it does.
And how to map it all out.
Right. How to create a clear map with a sitemap and a user journey. And maybe most importantly, how to boil it all down into one single guiding website mission statement.
So we're creating that non-negotiable pre-construction checklist. The goal for you is to walk away from this with a complete blueprint, turning those vague ideas into a plan you can actually follow before you even think about opening a website builder.
Clarity, measurable goals, and a clear path for your visitors.
So let's start at the very beginning, the most abstract, maybe the most important question of all. Why does this thing even exist?
You know, every powerful website, whether it's some huge global store or just a tiny personal blog, it works because its reason for being is just crystal clear.
But people skip this part.
They always do. They say, I'm going to sell coffee mugs. And they think that's the idea. But they haven't defined who they're selling to or why their mugs are different or what value they're offering.
I get why, though. It feels a little like business school homework. You just want to get your hands dirty and start building.
Of course, but the sources are so clear on this. You have to start with purpose. And the way to do that is with these 3 golden questions.
Okay, let's break them down.
First one is the most important. Who is it for?
The audience.
The audience. Is it for professionals? Is it for teenagers? Is it for people who love knitting in, Ohio? If you say it's for everyone, you've already failed. You've built a site for no one.
Okay, so you've nailed down the who. What's next?
Then it's, what will it do? What is the function? Does it teach something? Does it sell something? Is it a place for a community to gather? It has to be specific.
And the third one? This feels like the secret sauce.
It is. Why does it matter? Why should anyone care? Why should they pick your site over the million other options out there? What specific problem are you solving for them?
Okay, so this is where AI can actually come in and help, right? Not to think for you, but to help you find the right words.
Exactly. It's a clarity tool. You can just dump all your messy, jumbled thoughts into it.
Yeah, the guide has this great prompt. It's so simple. Help me define the purpose of a website for students who want to learn AI skills online.
And the AI comes back with this very professional, polished paragraph. It'll say something like, our mission is to empower the next generation of technologists and foster digital literacy. It gives you the frame instantly.
The frame, I like that word. Because that's all it is, isn't it?
It's just the frame.
Yeah.
If you just copy and paste that, your website is going to sound like every other generic tech website on the planet. This is the crucial part. You have to add the heart.
So you take what the AI gives you and you make it sound like, well, like a human. Like you.
Yeah. You have to. You inject your passion, your specific way of teaching, your brand sense of humor. Authenticity is the one thing AI absolutely cannot fake, and users can spot it a mile away.
Okay, so you have that purpose. It's defined. It's in your voice. Now what?
Now you distill it. You boil it down to its very essence. The website vision statement. This is a single sentence that will act as your compass for every single decision you make from here on out.
It's the ultimate filter. If the purpose is why you set sail, the vision statement is the North Star you're steering by.
And the example in the material is just perfect. Our website helps teenagers learn AI tools through simple videos and fun projects.
Let's unpack that, because that one little sentence is doing so much work. It's a design document in itself.
It is. Think about everything it tells you not to do. The audience is teenagers.
So no corporate jargon, no dense academic papers.
Exactly. You can immediately rule out using a boring corporate color palette, like dark blues and grays. It has to feel energetic and accessible. If someone on your team suggests a complex feature, you hold it up to the statement. Does it help teenagers learn through simple videos and fun projects?
If the answer is no, it's out. It's like a bouncer for your development process.
It's the bouncer. And on the flip side, it tells you exactly what you do need. You need great video hosting. You need a design that feels light and encouraging. You need galleries to show off the fun projects.
And it probably needs to be mobile first because that's how teenagers consume everything.
See, the entire strategy is in that one sentence. Tone, layout, features, technology choices, everything.
So the big takeaway here is if you can't explain your whole idea in one clear sentence, your idea isn't ready.
It's not fully baked yet. It has holes. And if you're stuck, use the AI to force yourself to be simpler. Keep asking it. Make this shorter. Make this clearer.
The guide says to keep refining it until a 10-year-old can understand it.
Yes, because clarity builds trust instantly. When a visitor lands on your site, they should know in 3 seconds, this is for me. Any confusion, even a little bit, and they're gone. That one sentence is your entire pitch.
Okay, so we've got the why and the where. We have our purpose and our vision. But that's still kind of abstract. We need to make it real.
This is where we connect strategy to action. Because as the sources say, a goal that isn't specific is just a wish. We need deadlines. We need to be able to measure success.
We need the SMART model.
The good old SMART model. It sounds like a cliche, but it works. It forces your goal to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It stops the project from just drifting forever.
Well, let's use the example from the guide. It's a classic one. A beginner building a simple 3-page portfolio website.
Perfect. So let's start with S specific. You have to be brutally honest about what you're building. It's not a nice portfolio. It is. A 3-page portfolio website to show my writing samples. You name the pages. Home, about, portfolio.
Okay, that's specific. Now, M, measurable. How do we know when it's done? We can't just say when it looks good.
It has to be a yes or no question. Is it done? Yes or no. So for our beginner, it's measurable when. All 3 pages load correctly on my phone and on my desktop.
And the contact form actually works.
And the contact form works. You can check those boxes. Done.
Next up is A, achievable. That feels like a big one, a reality check. How does a beginner know if 2 weeks is achievable? It feels like a total guess.
That's a great question because this is where you can't just rely on the AI. The AI can structure the goal, but you have to provide the context of your own skills. If you're learning a new tool, maybe 2 weeks for 3 simple pages is a bit of a stretch, but it's doable.
But if you tell the AI, I'm going to build a new Facebook in 2 weeks.
The AI should, and probably will, tell you to reconsider. It can act as a consultant there. It makes you ask yourself, do I have the time, the skills, the resources? It forces you to shrink the scope down to something you can actually win at.
So it's about setting yourself up for a small, quick win to build momentum.
Precisely. Which leads to R, relevant. Does this small goal actually serve the big vision statement we already created?
Right. If your vision is to get high-paying clients for my writing, then building a 3-page portfolio is highly relevant.
It's perfectly relevant. But if you suddenly decide to add a blog about your model train collection,
That's not relevant. That's a distraction.
it's scope creep. Relevance is the filter that keeps you on track.
And finally, T time bound, the deadline.
The deadline. This creates the urgency. Without it, a project will expand to fill whatever time you give it, which is usually forever. In the example, it's by Friday the 15th. It's a hard stop. It forces you to make decisions and cut things that aren't essential.
And the cool thing is you can use AI to automate this whole process. You can just give it your vague idea.
Like, I want to build a website for my school club.
Yeah, and the AI will basically interview you. It'll ask you the smart questions. What will it do? How will you measure success? Who's building it? When is the launch date?
It forces you to think through the entire plan right at the start. So for everyone listening, this is your homework. Set a real smart launch date for version 1 of your project. Put it in your calendar.
Without that date, it's not a real project. It's just a daydream.
Now that we have that, we can start actually drawing the blueprint
The sitemap.
and the user journey, the actual structure.
Okay, so a sitemap is basically the floor plan for our digital house.
That's the perfect analogy. It's not just a list of pages. It shows what the pages are and, crucially, how they're all connected. It defines the scope.
Let's run through the absolute essential pages the guide recommends, the ones that pretty much every site needs.
Okay, top of the list, obviously, is the home page. the front door.
Its only job is to tell people what you do and where to go next.
Instantly. You need a big, bold hero section.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing they see with your main headline. And then navigation has to be crystal clear. If they're confused for even a second, they're gone.
Next, the About page. This is where you build trust.
People connect with people, not with companies. You have to tell your story. Put real photos of yourself or your team. And this is where you put that mission text we worked on, the heart that you wrote.
Then you've got the main event, the projects or services page.
This is where you show what you've got. You need to make it visual. Use cards or galleries or case studies. Make it easy for people to see the value without having to read a wall of text.
Fourth, the contact page. Make it easy for them to give you money or get in touch.
Remove every single piece of friction. You need a simple form, your email address written out, maybe a map if you have a physical location. Don't make them hunt for it.
And finally, the blog or updates page. This is about showing you know your stuff.
It builds authority. You share what you know. You need a place for your posts, a way to organize them with tags, and if you can, a comments section to start building a community.
Okay, so that's the basic 5-page structure, but trying to draw that out can get messy really fast.
Oh, totally. And this is where the AI visual tools are just a game changer. Tools like Miro AI or Whimsical AI.
So how do they work? You don't just type, make me a sitemap, do you?
No, you give it the logic. You say, create a diagram where the homepage links to About, Services, and Contact. The Services page links to Product A and Product B.
And it just draws it for you.
It just draws it instantly. All the boxes, all the lines, all perfectly aligned. It saves you so much tedious work and gives you a clean, professional document you can actually use.
For more complicated sites, the guide also mentions Lucidchart AI for those really professional workflows. So that's the sitemap, the static plan.
Now we have to make it dynamic. We have to think about the living, breathing person who's going to use this thing. We need to map the user journey.
We have to walk in their shoes.
We have to. We're not thinking about our pages anymore. We're thinking about their goals. Let's use that classic example. Buying a t-shirt online.
Okay, step 1.
Step 1, user lands on the homepage. Step 2, they click the big button that says Shop Now. Step 3, they're on the product page, looking at the shirt, checking the price, the sizes.
Step 4, they make a decision, they click Add to Cart.
Step 5, the checkout process. They have to enter their address, their payment info. This is where a lot of sites lose people.
And finally, step 6, they see the thank you page, they get a confirmation email, the journey is complete.
But just listing the steps isn't enough. The real magic of this exercise is looking for what the guide calls the smiles and pain points.
Okay, what's a classic pain point in that t-shirt journey?
A huge one is getting to the checkout and suddenly seeing a massive, unexpected shipping fee. That's a major pain point. Or being forced to create a whole account just to buy one thing.
Oh, I hate that.
Everyone hates that.
Yeah.
A smile point would be offering a guest checkout option, or a little progress bar that shows them they're almost done. Small things that reduce friction.
So you map the journey to find the friction, and then you design solutions to smooth it out.
That's UX design in a nutshell. And this is another place where you have to add the human element. The AI can list the steps for you in 2 seconds. But you have to be the one to actually click through it on your phone and feel that frustration yourself.
You need that empathy. The AI gives you the map, but you have to walk the path.
You have to.
All right, the blueprint is done. The strategy is set. Now we have to start making some real-world decisions. And the first one is a big one, choosing the right platform to build on. This is where so many people get paralyzed.
And it's because they're asking the wrong question. They're asking, what's the best platform? Instead of, what's the best platform for my specific goal? The purpose dictates the tool.
Okay, so the guide breaks it down. For a simple personal portfolio, it recommends Framer AI or Wix AI. What's the thinking there?
They're built for speed and visual beauty. Framer, especially, is incredible at taking a simple text prompt and generating a gorgeous interactive layout. You use these when your main goal is to look amazing fast and you don't need like a complex database or user logins.
But what if you do need that? What if you're building an online store?
Then you need something more robust on the back end. You need to handle payments and customer data. That's where tools like Bubble or Softry come in. Softry is amazing because it can take a simple spreadsheet, like an Airtable or Google Sheet, and turn it into a fully functional customer portal or online shop. It's data first.
What about for a blog where the writing is the most important thing?
Then you want something clean, something that prioritizes the reading experience. The guide suggests Notion combined with ChatGPT for writing, and then using a simple builder or something more advanced like Webflow AI if you really care about custom design and typography.
And for the really heavy-duty stuff, like a school portal with secure logins.
Then you're moving into developer territory. You need tools like Replit or Firebase. These are less about dragging and dropping pretty pictures and all about handling user data securely and at scale.
The amazing thing here is that AI can help you cut through all this noise. You don't have to be an expert to choose.
Not at all. You can just tell the AI your constraints. The prompt in the guide is a great example. Recommend a platform to build a free website for a small business in Pakistan.
Okay, that's got 3 key constraints: free, small business, and a specific country.
And that last one is so important. A human might not know which payment gateways work well in Pakistan or which hosts have good local servers. The AI can analyze all of that and recommend a platform that's not just cheap, but actually practical for that specific user in that specific place. It's hyper-personalized advice.
Platform chosen. Now we have to actually start planning the content for the pages. The guide suggests using AI to create the headings first, like a skeleton.
It's a great way to make sure every page has a logical flow. And the example they use is so interesting. Create page headings for a website offering online Quran and AI classes. That's a very specific niche combination.
So what does the AI do with that?
It acts like a strategist. It knows you need to build trust and lead the user to a decision. So it outputs headings like, "Welcome to our learning world." That's the hook. Then why choose us? That's credibility.
Then the actual offer.
Right. Courses we offer. Then the human proof. Meet our teachers. And finally, the call to action. Register now. It builds a logical path from curiosity to conversion.
It makes sure you don't forget the important stuff, like testimonials or teacher bios.
And it brings up a great tip from the guide. Use simple, positive language. Clarity always wins. Don't try to be clever with your headings. Just be clear.
So the content is planned, but planning is also visual. Imagining the layout is part of the design process.
It is. That's design thinking. And AI can now help you turn that imagination into something you can actually see with mockups.
You can just describe what you want.
You can. You could type a prompt like, "Show me a homepage for a coaching business." It needs a green theme, a big sign-up button in the middle, and 3 customer testimonials at the bottom. And the AI will generate a visual wireframe.
Wow. So you can see if your idea even works visually without having to learn a complex design tool.
You can see it in seconds. And then you can start tweaking it, changing the colors, changing the fonts. It's a massive shortcut for non-designers to get their ideas out of their head and onto the screen.
All right, this next section might be the most important one. It's about what not to do. The common mistakes that can completely derail a project.
These are the warnings that will save you weeks of frustration. Mistake number 1, skipping research.
It's just lazy, isn't it?
It's strategic malpractice. If you're going to open a coffee shop, you go and visit other coffee shops first. It's the same online. You have to look at least 3 successful, similar sites, see how they structure their navigation, what content they include. You have to know what your audience expects.
Okay, mistake number 2. Copy-pasting AI output. We've touched on this, but why is it so bad?
Because it has no soul. It sounds,
think more.
it's grammatically correct, but it has no voice, no personality. It signals to your visitors that you took the fastest, easiest route, not the best one. You have to edit it. You have to make it sound human.
Mistake 3 is a classic. Planning too big.
The ambition trap. We all fall into it. You start out wanting to build a simple portfolio, and suddenly you've convinced yourself it also needs a subscription service and a social network and a mobile app.
And then the project just dies because it's too overwhelming.
It never launches. The rule is, start small. Launch a 3-page site. Get feedback, then add more. A small, finished website is infinitely more valuable than a huge, perfect one that never sees the light of day.
And the last big one, mistake number 4, ignoring mobile users.
This is just non-negotiable in this day and age. The numbers are staggering. Over half of all web traffic is on phones.
So if your site looks great on your giant desktop monitor but is a breaking mess on a phone,
You've just willingly ignored half of your potential audience. It's that simple. You have to design for mobile first. It's not an option anymore.
the big takeaway here really is focus on small wins. Launch fast, learn faster.
Get something out there and let real users tell you what to do next.
Okay, so to wrap up this section, let's just quickly list the practical toolkit, the specific tools for each part of the planning phase.
For that initial brainstorming, turning ideas into plans, you're using the big language models, ChatGPT and Claude.
They're your strategy assistants.
Exactly. Then for visual mapping, making those sitemaps and user flows, you've got Miro AI, and whimsical.
They do the drawing for you.
They save you all that tedious diagramming work. For research, to find out what people are actually searching for, you use Google Trends and Answer the Public.
See, you're solving real problems, not just guessing what people want.
You're writing what the market wants to read. And finally, for collaboration and keeping yourself on track with those SMART goals, you need a project management tool like Notion or Trello AI.
This is where you track the to-do list to make sure you actually hit that deadline.
It's the system that turns the plan into reality.
So we've gone all the way from the most abstract question, why does this exist, all the way down to a concrete set of tools to execute a plan.
It's the whole process, taking that dream you have and turning it into an actual, actionable blueprint.
Let's just quickly recap the key terms we've defined today. First, purpose.
That's the core reason your website exists. The why.
The sitemap.
That's the architectural blueprint, the map of all your pages and how they connect.
The user journey.
That's the empathetic path, walking in your visitor's shoes from A to B.
A SMART goal.
That's the promise you make to yourself, a goal that's clear, measurable, and has a deadline.
And the AI planning tools, ChatGPT, Miro, and the others.
Those are your accelerators. They help you do all of this planning faster and more efficiently so you can focus on the human parts.
So now you have it. The direction, the mission, the map. You're ready to start building.
This planning phase is everything. Without it, all the beautiful design work in the world is just built on sand.
So before you jump into that build phase, just take a moment to reflect on those two final questions from the guide.
First, what problem will my site actually solve for its visitors?
And second, how will AI help me serve them better?
And the answer to that second one is really what we've been talking about this whole time. AI helps you serve them better by handling the structure, the organization, the busy work of planning.
So that you can spend your time and energy on the things only a human can do.
Empathy, authenticity, understanding their pain points.
Which brings us to our final thought for you today. The most important question you can ask during this whole planning process. It isn't, what will my site look like? It's not even, what content will I create? It's this. Have you truly identified the single biggest pain point your visitor has? And does the blueprint you just created, with the help of AI, solve that one specific pain point better, faster, and more clearly than anyone else?
Because that clarity, the clarity that's born right here in the planning phase, that's not just the foundation. That's the secret to success.
Now go get that SMART goal launched. We'll see you in the build phase.